My name is Marcus Desando, and I am the CEO of Gauteng Opera. Well, look, I'm responsible for making sure that whatever the company has planned in terms of the vision and the policies that the board has put together, that they get applied. But I also then am in charge of the artistic output of the company. So besides really running administrative stuff around the desk in this office, I actually am in charge of making sure that the singers that we have in the company are of the best quality, that if they are not, that we can help them become the best that they can be. I'm in charge of the students that are studying with us, and I'm also their voice teacher at the moment. So you could call me jack of all trades, kind of. But I essentially, it's really about keeping the company working as much as possible and looking for funds to make sure that we keep operational. The short story is I used to be an opera singer. I don't regard myself as one anymore. And my ambition has always been changed from being a star to really being about building opera in South Africa, because about 20 years ago it started really crumbling quite badly. The dispensation change and also the fact that we there was no more money, and there was a lot of uncertainty, and some of us had the nerve, I suppose, to say, I want to give back, and so I then decided that instead of pursuing my singing career, I will actually learn to be an administrator and also direct productions, and I was lucky enough to have great people who guided me along the way. And 5 years ago, I then got a call from the then Black Tie Ensemble. And I was asked if I would be interested to be one of the teachers. And from there it grew to being offered a position as an artistic director. And then eventually 3 years ago, the board decided to offer me the position of the CEO. So that's the short version of it. The long version of it is that I am a young boy from Mamelodi who dreamed to do big things in life, and somehow opera became my saving grace, my way out, and I just do it so that it can be the same for a lot of young South Africans right now. For a very long time, people have had this idea of opera being an elitist art form. And yes, it was. And in a lot of ways, in some countries, they really still see it like that. In South Africa, it isn't very much so, because for about 15, 16 years ago, the face of opera started permanently changing from being 95% white to being 99% black. And that's more in the performing side of things. And so we chose the tagline Opera for Everyone because we wanted the world to know, and especially Gauteng people to know, that everybody can enjoy opera, because in actual fact, demographically, it's the most balanced in South Africa, because it is really very much the people of South Africa that are enjoying the fruits of opera. And we would like that to be everyone, not just the performers, but also the public in general. One of the things that we wanted to do to feed the Opera for Everyone tagline was, one was to do school tours, which we managed to do a few years, where we would travel all the way up to Mafikeng and share the joy of opera with young kids. And we still get calls even today saying we want to be part of Gauteng Opera because of that. So we try and share that joy. And secondly, we want to do dinner concerts where it's a much easier environment, where people actually come for their meal, and while they're eating, they actually enjoy great singing and great music. And also, most importantly, is that we also invite schools to come to our performances, so that hopefully they can talk about it when they get home, and then their parents can start buying into it. So we try very much to reach out to the community of South Africa, primarily Gauteng, to really get them to know about what opera is all about. And I think it's paying off. Can anybody sing? I used to always believe that if anybody can speak, they can sing. I've been proven wrong a few times. So my answer is no. But I think everybody can love to sing, but I don't think everybody can sing. But if people have the will to learn to sing, they can. And I think that's the difference, is that everybody can learn to sing, but not necessarily everybody can sing.